Launching a YouTube channel can be daunting. It's more than just lights, camera, and action. You've got the camera, the microphone, the lighting, the backdrop, but don't worry, it doesn't have to be complicated, and it doesn't have to bust your budget. We're the Video Doctors, helping entrepreneurs conquer video. We have new videos twice a week, from technology, editing, and performance to marketing, relationships, and digital business strategy. If that sounds like something you need, you should subscribe. And check out the show notes for all the links in this video. And now, let's get to the good stuff. Let's talk cameras. You don't need to spend a ton of money on 4K video. You've got some choices, and one of them is probably within 5 feet of you. Everyone has a smartphone. Smartphone cameras have made incredible strides, some of them even capturing video in 4K, like the iPhone 6. Take that video to the next level with a lens set. You put the phone in the case and just attach the proper lens. Just make sure you have great lighting, and it can make some very good videos. Webcams are also an option. As a bonus, you can use them for webinars, meetings, and calls. Megan uses the Logitech HD Pro Webcam C920. It's decent quality. Finally, you have DSLR video. You'll be looking at a few $100s depending on what you get, so when your YouTube revenue and conversions justify it, go ahead and invest. Now, I'm using the Canon Rebel T6i. The bonus, it takes great photos too. The downside, now there is a slight learning curve with aperture, shutter speed, and ISO settings, but it's worth it. Your audio quality matters more than you think. People are a lot more forgiving of lower quality video than they are of lower quality audio. That's just how it is. Here's an example of some audio that I recorded the other day, and it didn't turn out very good. Launching a YouTube channel can be daunting. It's more than just lights, camera, and action. With all the low-cost, quality audio options out there, there's no excuse to have bad audio. None. So don't do it. First, you have the lapel mic or the lav mic. These are tiny microphones that clip onto your shirt. The pros, you don't have to deal with as much echo, your body is blocking most of it, and the setup is easy. I found the Movo brand to be very solid quality for not a lot of money. Next, you have shotgun mics. These are either attached to the camera or on a boom over your head. Now, the drawbacks are you need to have at least some knowledge of room acoustics, meaning you need to know how to prevent echo by adding things like rugs, wall hangings, drapes, and similar. I've been known to use ladders and comforters. Pros, if you've got a relatively quiet space, you can capture audio from several people. Rode has great options for any budget. Finally, the studio mic. I have to mention this one. It's my other go-to, not just because I've spent my entire life talking into one, but I love the sound. It's not for everyone, but again, Rode is a great company. They make lower cost mics if you want to look cool and have that microphone right in your shot. One thing that trips up people who are new to audio is the jacks. You've got your standard mic jacks with 2 lines, jacks made for iPhone, and some cameras with 3 lines on the thing, and higher quality mics which you have the standard mic connection. So read the reviews, ask questions, and be informed before you buy. And don't overlook the benefit of great sound. It'll give your videos a sort of polish that the pros have. So once you've got your mic, you have your camera, now what? Remember this, a good camera in bad lighting gives you bad video. A bad camera with great lighting gives you good video. So lighting is key. One of the best sources of light is free, but only for a limited time. It's the sun. Bathe in that beautiful light streaming through your window, or even go outside and the camera will love you. But what about when you need to shoot and it's nighttime or it's overcast or you're just in a dark room? You can get a ring light or another light source like the Diva light or the newer 160 LED panel. I like that one because you can adjust the output. With a little trial and error, you will find the sweet spot. Finally, you can pick up a pretty inexpensive lighting kit. They come with several points of light, which is better, along with a green and white screen. That way you don't have to clean your desk. Just pop up the white screen and you're good to go. I've included a link in the description below. Last but not least, you will need a few accessories. They may not seem like much, but they matter. There are 3 major things you need. I've also included a few things that would be nice to have in the show notes. So first, you need to ensure that you have enough battery power. For smartphones, this means being near a power source and leaving your phone plugged in. If you're running a camera, make sure you've got enough charge to get you through, and a backup battery isn't a bad idea for when you want to batch those recording sessions. Second, you need memory. When I started using my iPhone, I had to export all my personal photos, delete a bunch of apps to make room for the video. Didn't love it, but honestly, it was the best option for me at the time because I already had an iPhone and I didn't have to wait to get started shooting video. Now, for other cameras, you'll need SD cards. Just remember, the higher resolution and frame rate you use, as well as the length of the video, the more space it'll take up. You can reuse the same SD card if you move the media over to your computer, or you can use a new one every time if you want to preserve your raw footage. It's up to you. Memory is cheap these days. Finally, you'll need tripods. There are so many options in size and style, chances are you'll find one that works perfectly for your needs. Tripod connectors are all fairly standard, but do read the fine print. Okay, that was a lot of information. Sometimes it seems like a fire hose, but don't worry. The learning curve is not as steep as it seems. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe. We also have videos for marketing, engaging your audience, and entrepreneurship best practices, as well as responsible entrepreneurship. So again, subscribe.